Well, here's an example, folks, of just how far a photoshopped picture can go. Walmart back to school sign hung above guns, sparking outrage. Now, if you look at this sign here, own the school year like a hero. When you look at this picture, you can clearly see that it was photoshopped. You can tell because of the way it's blurry and the way that the picture looks, the way it appears. However, the managers, and we're talking about the highest part of Walmart, the management at the top, sends out a tweet apologizing for the sign and saying that they had already taken it down when they clearly hadn't taken it down because there was nothing to take down, because it was photoshopped. And so Piers Morgan speaks up. Here's the sign if you want to see it. And this is in the news. You know, this is going viral. And Piers Morgan speaks up. He says, this is how Walmart, America's biggest store chain, is selling its guns to school children. Now, you talk about irresponsible. Can you imagine the lawsuit that Walmart could have on Piers Morgan because if this was photoshopped, I mean, can you imagine the message that Piers Morgan is sending to the world right here? I'm going to read it again. This is how Walmart, America's biggest store chain, is selling its guns to school children. Now, that is so irresponsible of somebody of that position, of Piers Morgan's position, and influence for that matter. Used to work for CNN. So anyway, let's go down and look at the tweets that went out. So Walmart sends out a tweet saying, and by the way, this was 4 o'clock in the afternoon on August 9th, that it was truly awful. Listen to this. That it was truly awful. We immediately removed the sign from the display as soon as we found out the store location, Vic. Now think about this. There was no sign to remove, people. This was clearly a photoshopped image. And now, after I told my wife the other day that I believed it was photoshopped, it's now coming out in the news, and even Walmart is starting to say conflicting messages saying it was photoshopped. So what was this person saying here at Walmart, in the upper echelons of Walmart management, saying they apologized and the sign had been removed, when it clearly hadn't been removed because there was nothing to remove? And then we see Walmart saying, "Hi Frank, that's not acceptable. This sign is no longer on this display. We are very sorry about this, Dean." Okay, here's another message that is based on a lie. Okay, you think of how far our world could go over if things like this was to get out of hand on a regular basis. Okay, now let's just look. It says, to clarify, we spoke with the manager at the location reported to us, and they confirmed, listen to this, there was no such sign. We're looking into this, Dean. So how could they give this message and then this message? You talk about contradiction. You talk about, covering up. I think it's what my wife said this morning. They're more concerned about their name, their image, than they're concerned about the safety of the school children or the safety of Americans. So this is, without question, irresponsible on Walmart's part. This is irresponsible on Piers Morgan's part. But more importantly, this is so irresponsible of the person that took the time to go to Walmart, take a picture of this, of this gun area, and put this sign over it, photoshopping these two images together. But it just shows you how far something like this can go. This has actually been blown up now. It's going up, it's going on. All the major news outlets are talking about it, and it never really happened. It was just a photoshopped image. I'd like to hear your comments on this, folks. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and like this video if you like it.